Blake Cooper here, blakecooper.com, and welcome to the office. I wanted today to create this video, and it was when I started reflecting on what I would have told myself if I was a 20-year-old again. If I could talk to myself now when I was 20, what would I have said to myself? And there's a few things that came to mind. Firstly, it's the long-term game. Nothing comes short-term in this world. You really got to invest for the long term. I would have got into sales and marketing as early as possible. So I would have learned how to sell and market, because those two skills are going to be instrumental in your growth as an entrepreneur. I would have invested earlier. So I would have definitely been investing in shares and things like that, property. So they would have been big areas that I would have been investing in and spending my time in. The other thing is I would have been reading. I would have been reading any book I could get my hands on as early as possible. I do a lot of reading now, but I really lack that in my earlier years. So a couple of good books, if you haven't read, this is a must for any entrepreneur, is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. That is an absolute foundation, and probably what really set me off on a quest for being a bit different and making money in different ways to what everyone else is, and or the majority of people are, and also investing and all sorts of stuff. So that's a must. Purple Cow by Seth Godin's great for marketing. People to look and watch and listen to is like Brian Tracy for sales and stuff like that. Myself, if you want to learn a little bit about sales, I can help you out a lot there too. So there's a lot of things that you want to be learning. So you want to be reading, learning. And the other one is I would have still had a lot of fun, but I probably wouldn't have wasted so much money when I went out when I was younger. Like, you could have been investing back then. You go out, you do $300, $400, $500 in a night out there clubbing and that, and it's not really necessary. So I would have really screwed my head on a little bit earlier and gone from there. I would have been investing that money. I would have been coming up with ways to turn that into a bigger profit. So I would have been investing in property. I kept looking at property. It was 5, 6, 7 years that I thought to myself, I need to buy a house, and I never acted. And if you had bought a house, especially in Australia back then, 6, 7 years prior to when I started buying houses, you would have been laughing. So it's the long-term game. Remember that. Put as much effort in as you can to increasing your personal development and your personal growth, and that's going to help you achieve a better wealth. So sales, marketing, reading, all those things, get into it.